what should one do in the short term? How should you approach the gap up today? What changes in the medium term? And if you're long-term investor, what really changes? Now, the underlying thought when I'm saying all this is that the exit polls are indicating that it is going to be in BJP victory, hands down. And tomorrow, at the same time, the trends would indicate that. So one works with an assumption, which is a realistic assumption, an obvious assumption that it is going to be the NDA government coming back with the table-thumping majority. Then what changes in the short term? Well, in the short term, large part of the reaction, which is the technical reaction, will get captured today. So shorts will be covered by FIIs, VIX will collapse, and policy-related stocks will move higher. When I say short term, I'm talking about 1 day to 1 month. But after a brief spike, which could happen this week, next week, today, tomorrow, later this week, in policy-related stocks, I think there could be a pause because soon the short-term trader will start talking about budget, US elections and monsoon. So this is how I think things would move. Bout of short covering after today's gap up start, compulsive short covering, VIX will collapse, and policy-related stocks will react to news today and tomorrow, but then they could hit a pause button. Medium term is when the economics starts taking over, which is that bond yields will start coming down. Currency will start becoming stable. And I expect more and more new themes will start getting added, which is, for example, Jan Dhan was a very powerful, reform by Modi, Modi the first term, Modi government the first term. Atmanirbhar Bharat pushed was manufacturing, a very strong reform in the second term. Third term also there would be a variety of reforms which will be unleashed in 100 days, but in the medium term some of these new policy push sectors and themes, they will start emerging higher. And I expect that in the medium term, banks will start outperforming as the economy will stabilize. And the rural economy in the medium term has to stabilize because of demand push by the government. They know there is a rural distress, and they also know that that end of the economy needs a reasonable amount of handholding. But long term is what we need to understand. And I think the long term is that the wealth creation cycle, which has started a couple of years ago, that will continue. A stable government means P multiples will remain extended. There's no point in comparing India-China. India will remain expensive because of policy stability. And looking at the curve of the earnings, at this more and more new sectors will keep on getting added. So in the medium term, new themes will get added. The rural economy should make a comeback. Bond market will give you a cue. In the short term, you will see a technical bout of short covering by FIs, and maybe policy related stocks will hit a pause after that. But in the long term, which is what we should focus on, I guess what is important is the long term wealth creation cycle will continue.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.